Hi guys. In today's video I kind of wanted to just do something more relaxed and casual. I kind of wanted to update you guys on some things that have been happening. Good start in my life and in Stella's life, and what's, we've been doing, and talk about COVID-19 maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit, but mostly just like update everybody on what I've been up to and what Stella's been up to, and Stella's condition. But before I start talking about those things, why don't you guys make sure you check out my Instagram and Stella's Instagram. They'll be linked down below. I do post a lot of stuff on Stella's Instagram about her condition and how she's doing, and hospital visits, and accomplishments, and her talking and moving, because she's just so amazing, and I love to share her growth as much as I can with everybody, because I'm proud of her. And then my Instagram is just me, so props if you want to check that out. And then also make sure you subscribe down below if you want to continue to follow me and get those updates on Stella. And then I have gotten a couple comments on videos about doing a Q&A, mostly about Stella. So if you guys have any questions about Stella's condition or her talking or anything, leave those down below or on her Instagram. I think I'll upload something to her story about leaving questions for me to answer. If you have any questions you want answered about me, leave those down below as well. I don't see that as important, but if you have any, just leave those down below. And let's get into the video. Okay, so the first big thing, and you might be able to tell by my small surrounding or in like my other video of the background, is I'm not in the same rooms as I was. We actually moved out of the apartment and I am living with Stella at my parents' house. I get my own room, and it's kind of nice to just have my own space with my own stuff. And it lets me express myself a little bit better, so I get to be surrounded by my soft blankets when I film this video and soft pillow when I film this video. But Stella gets her own room, and it's been really nice to have the support of my family around, especially in this crazy time of COVID and whatnot. They've been a big help when I need to, just have a break and drive around, or just lock myself in my room for a couple hours. They've been a big help with Stella. I'll eventually do a room tour once I get things cleaned up a little bit more, and then do a room tour with Stella's room when we get those last final touches in there. We have to do things like, my room doesn't have a curtain, a hanging rod for my clothes, so we have to put one of those up, because right now all my shirts are folded, and I mean, it looks nice, but that also is not nice. And then I would like to get a curtain for my closet, and a curtain for Stella's closet. And then all her dialysis and medical boxes are in there too, so we need to reorganize that, and she needs a bookcase for all of her like 50 books. And I have to just rearrange her room a little bit better now that she's been in it for a while, so now I know where things should be and shouldn't be. Like, she shouldn't be near the wire that she can pull out that is attached to her baby monitor, so I lose contact with her. So gotta fix that. Parenting mistake number 50 already. But it's been really nice. A lot of support, a lot of family, and it's been nice. Something else big that's happened in Stella's life is she is talking a lot now. I don't know how much she was talking in the last video, it's been a while, but she's talking up a storm. She repeats literally everything. And it's just so crazy sometimes how she can do that, because a lot of the times, if you think about it, you watch how someone pronounces something and then you copy that, but Stella just mimics the words like I swear sometimes she can see. But she's talking, and she is creating sentences and remembering words to songs. She sits downstairs with my dad a lot of the times, and they'll listen to the classic radio station or channel on the TV on demand, and we'll listen to songs and talk about the artists, and it's just it's crazy how much she is saying. And I'll have to do a video of her talking, or get a video of her talking, because it's just crazy. She's also scooting on her butt a lot. She was scooting backwards on her butt a lot already, but now she's kind of figuring out that she can go forwards. She's ending up in the craziest of places, and I'm proud of her. It's finally happening. Moving, it's finally happening. I didn't want it to, because that's a lot to wrangle, but I also needed her to, because I cannot be carrying a 25-pound bowling ball with me everywhere all the time. So it's exciting, but also very nerve-wracking. We also today just received a gait trainer, which is something that will hopefully help her figure out how to start walking, and I'll put a picture of what it looks like here. But hopefully it's something that'll help her start walking and being more mobile on her own, instead of her trying to figure out how to walk and us having to do everything for her. So that's also very exciting, very nerve-wracking. More on her medical side, a couple months ago she had a liver biopsy done to check if her liver was hard enough to start having the portal hypertension. And I have a post on her, a couple posts on her Instagram about this, because it got serious. After the procedure was done, she had internal bleeding, which was very scary, and it was filling up her peritoneal cavity where the dialysis sits. So we had to stay in the hospital for a couple more days afterwards to make sure that the dialysis was working correctly and that she had stopped bleeding, because that was very serious. Obviously it got better. It was just like a very serious thing in the time, because her dialysis fluids, which is normally clear, was coming out red with blood, and the tube was getting clogged, so we were scared we were gonna have to start doing the HD dialysis. So it was just this big thing, but now it is fine. We are kind of keeping up with the liver because of how hard it was. It took the doctor 3 pokes to actually puncture the liver to get a biopsy scan. So we are keeping up with the liver. Something bad that did happen when we did do the biopsy was it went through an artery, so she now has developed fissures where the old blood and the new blood mix, and it's making the liver hard and the spleen hard. So we have to get monthly ultrasounds for those to see if it's something that's going to correct itself, or if it's something that we're going to need to take surgical precautions and do a surgery to correct it, if that makes sense. I don't know if I used the right words. So that's ultrasounds every month. So we got our PD done every month. We were doing the PD appointments over Zoom because of the virus that's been going around, corona virus, COVID-19, and it kind of was scary to go into hospitals, but Stella needs the extra attention, so we have decided to go into hospitals to have our appointments. So we've been doing our monthly PD appointments at Seattle Children's, and with just one doctor in the room, and then she'll Zoom call the rest of them. So someone is physically seeing Stella, but there's not a bunch of bodies hovering around her. They're very impressed with her weight. She is now up to 11 something kilograms, which is roughly like 25-ish pounds. Off the top of my head, that might be a little off, but right around there, which is awesome, because for the longest time she was stuck at 9 pounds, which was kind of setting us back from a transplant. And now that she's 25 pounds, we're getting closer to transplant, which is exciting. I've actually been on the phone a couple times this week with transplant nurses and coordinators. It sounds like sometime next month we are going to have a consultation, a 2-day consultation evaluation, where the first day they'll take like ultrasounds, EKGs, other tests, blood tests of her body to see if she's ready for the transplant, or if she's big enough, or like what's really wrong with her, that just to be broad and make sure they're covering all their grounds. And then the second day they will meet, or we will meet with the transplant team, the transplant doctor, the nurses, everyone, to kind of get to know them. And hopefully with this evaluation, things will be all good and checked out, and we'll be able to be put, or have Stella be put on the transplant list. And what we need to do now is we need to get our blood test to see if it matches Stella's. So that's something I will be doing and Robert will be doing, because we're the parents. So if our blood matches, then we won't need to branch out and we can go further into the transplant process. But I mean, if it's something where Robert and I's blood doesn't match, then we will be looking at people like siblings, and my mom wants to donate if she can, cousins, aunts, uncles, family, friends, close friends. If anybody wants to help, that'd be awesome, but we're not there yet, so don't worry. But yeah, it's just, it always feels like it's happening so fast, and we feel like we hit a milestone, or we get used to how one thing is done and then it changes, and we're now rushing into doing a transplant. Not rushing, but like going to do a transplant. So it's just, it always feels like a lot, but it's what needs to be done, and we're excited to be on this road because hopefully it'll make things easier in the future. So yeah, I think those are some of the biggest things that have been going on in our lives, mostly in Stella's. Like I said, Stella's got a very exciting life. But if you guys do have more questions about Stella or anything, leave them down below, or go check out her Instagram, because I will be wanting to do a Q&A, or if we don't get enough questions, then maybe just like commonly asked questions we get, just so everyone can be on the same page and get to know Stella a little bit better and have questions answered they need answered. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Remember to subscribe down below and hit that notification bell, and check out our Instagrams and leave that comment, and have a wonderful day, and stay safe and stay healthy, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Hi guys, it's me, Kylie.